If you feel like you're stretching your ankles and not getting results, I have a few tips for you to try. So start with a deep squat-like leg position where your shin is going as far forward as possible. I'm doing this on a chair, but you could do it on the floor, on a box, on a couple of plates, wherever it seems available and comfortable, because the back leg needs to be able to relax as you lean forward into the front leg. So if I just lean forward and put some weight into it, this is a passive stretch for my ankle. If you feel pinching in the front of your ankle, do try to avoid that. You might need to back off, and I'll explain what you can try. If you have a kettlebell, you can use this instead of just your body weight. So you can add the kettlebell weight plus your body weight to drive your knee forward. While you do this, do keep the heel grounded so that you're not letting off the slack, you're not creating slack in the system. Keep the tension the whole time. Now, so far we just have a passive stretch, and passive stretches only create temporary results. To create long-lasting results, you must use your muscles. So I'm going to tell you how to do that, but it's not going to look like I'm doing much. It's going to seem like I'm doing the exact same thing, but it's all about the intention. So as I come to my deepest stretch, press your foot down like you're pushing on the gas pedal or trying to break through the chair, the floor, whatever your foot's on. So essentially, as if you were trying to stand up and using the muscles in the calf. So you should feel more tension build in your foot, your ankle, your leg as you push downwards. Then when you relax, maybe you can drive your knee a little more forward to go deeper into this end range ankle dorsiflexion position. Whew. Let's do that again. So push down on the gas pedal. I'm just trying to push the entire front half of my foot down against the chair, but nothing really happens. You just push and suffer a little bit. And then relax and maybe go a little farther. So if ever you feel like you have more flexibility, go into that flexibility. Now you can do that a couple times. I typically do about 3 of those. Um, and then next, we need to strengthen the front of the shin. But strengthening it in this position is pretty darn hard. Think of lifting the front of your foot to your shin, which in this position seems pretty impossible. So to do that, I'm going to back off, rock my body weight back to the point that I can just hover the front of my foot off of my chair. And then go forward again and relax and stretch. Each time you do this, rock it back as little as necessary to lift the front of the foot. Just even unweighted, doesn't have to fully lose contact. And you should feel the front of your shin working crazy hard. Then rock forward again. One more time, 3rd time's the charm. Lift it up. I tend to hold about 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then come forward. Feel free to follow this up with another passive stretch, either with your body weight or with a kettlebell or some other weight, a dumbbell, for example, to maybe get a little more time under tension, time in the stretch to create more flexibility. But as always, follow something passive up with something active. So if you're doing a passive stretch here, maybe follow this up with a few squats or something where you're using that full mobility and getting strength. All right, you may have done a banded ankle mobilization, and you can do the same thing in this position and add on some of those same concepts. Let's talk about this. I tend to hold my band at the surface that I'm going to stretch on, pull it tight, stand on it with my other foot. You may be able to secure it to a rig, something really sturdy. And you can do something low on the floor. It can be high in a box, your choice. But put your foot through the hole and place the strap underneath those 2 bony ankle bones on each side Those are your lateral and medial malleoli. So you're getting it right at the crease where your ankle bends. And I like having my foot higher than where the band is anchored so that the angle of the pull matches the ankle crease. It doesn't have to be this extreme of an angle. A couple inches is fine, but an angle does seem to help. So then, check how it feels. If your band is pretty light, you may need more tension. If it's really heavy, you may need a little bit less. But we can do all of the same things that we just did with the band around the ankle. So I can passively hang out in this position. You could also rock, so you're putting tension on, tension off. Or you can hold that end range and push down the gas pedal, relax and ease off, or even do the opposite, lift up. See what works best for your body and then work it into your routine. So once you're done, shake it out, check out your squat or whatever other movement that you're trying to get better at and see if it helped.